What's good with your fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Hey, listen, man, I want to talk a little bit about GGG, Gennady Golovkin, man. He will be going up against Steve Rose. I know what y'all thinking. Who the hell is Steve Rose? Why is Gennady Golovkin fighting Steve Rose, man? Well, I'm going to tell you why Gennady Golovkin is fighting Steve Rose. Because Gennady Golovkin has been inactive, man. He has been inactive since his last fight with Canelo Alvarez. You understand what I'm saying? And he wants a soft touch, before he goes straight into a big fight. It's nothing more than what we would agree to from one of our favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? If one of our favorite fighters been out for a long time, who was up in age, what is he, 37, 38 years old? We wouldn't want him going right back into a top of the line, top shelf fight, would we? We got to think of things like that. How would we look at the situation if this was our guy? If this was our guy fighting, you understand what I'm saying? And Triple G has been getting a lot of hate. I've been seeing on social media, man. He's been called a cherry picker. He's been called a ducker. Triple G has been getting bashed all over social media. Now, me playing the devil's advocate, I got to look at it like this, man. Triple G, there was a time when Triple G was over here, man, when he couldn't get a fight. Nobody wanted to fight Triple G. Nobody wanted to fight Triple G. They called him, how they call him Earl the Boogeyman right now? Triple G was the boogeyman of the middleweight division. Nobody wanted to fight him. Triple G wanted everybody in his division. He wanted everybody and took on everybody they put in front of him and knocked them senseless. You understand what I'm saying? He beat the brakes off of everybody they put in front of him, It wasn't until a smaller guy come up 2 weight divisions, a Kell Brook, come up 2 weight divisions. At this time, Gennady Golovkin was, 34, 35, definitely not the vigorous, the Triple G in his prime that was, steamrolling everybody. Definitely it slowed down, even if just a little bit. But it took this welterweight, Kell Brook, to come up 2 weight classes and to have some success, to have a few eye-catching shots that fighters said, you know what? I can get some of that work, man. This guy's not invincible, man. Kell Brook was touching him up, man. I want some. Put me in, coach. Now these dudes got courage. You understand what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs, the miracle man. He was the second one to say, you know what? I'm going to take on this challenge. He got in there and he did damn good against Gennady Golovkin. Some people even think he won, And, Danny Jacobs got a lot of praise for that fight, man. Got a lot of praise for that fight. You know what I'm saying? Just by making it through the final bell, he got a lot of praise. That ended Triple G's, I believe it was a 21-22 knockout streak. It ended that. You understand what I'm saying? So people seen that, and they said, you know what? I can get some of that work. I can get some of that work. And then comes Canelo Alvarez. He's supposed to fight Canelo. He gets in there with Canelo. Canelo goes to 12 rounds, in the controversial fight. A fight that everyone thought that Triple G won, but it was ruled a draw. Now, more people are looking at Canelo take these shots. You understand what I'm saying? They say, oh my, Triple G has slowed down. Triple G is not the same monster, that same boogeyman that I just was talking about a couple minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? So they signed up for the fight again. Canelo Alvarez, Triple G 2. That's when Canelo got caught with the clenbuterol thing, and in comes Vanes Martirosyan. He catches Triple G with a nice shot. It seems to rock Triple G in that first round. But Triple G, back to his Triple G fashion, he goes in there and he beats the brakes off of Vanes. But Vanes, in several interviews, said when he got the call to fight Triple G, he was sitting on the couch smoking a joint. He only had a few short weeks to prepare. You know what I'm saying? Vanes could fight. Now, just imagine if Vanes, had a full camp, man. It would have been a better fight, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Vanes just said, I'm going to throw caution to the wind. Only had a couple weeks to fight, to train for this fight. I know I'm probably going to get knocked out, so I'm going to give it everything I got. I'm going to go all out right now. And that's what he did, man. And he caught Triple G with a couple shots that, more middleweights on the outside looking and say, you know what? If Vanes could do that in a couple weeks, I want Triple G. Now Triple G is 36, 37, 38 years old, and everybody wants Triple G. Now all of a sudden Triple G is a cherry picker. He's a ducker, and everybody wants to talk bad about Triple G because he want to face this light touch after, a brutal fight with Canelo Alvarez. And I do mean a brutal fight that he went toe-to-toe with Canelo Alvarez, man. Blow for blow, toe-to-toe, man, they went. You understand what I'm saying? But he won a light touch. So he went and found this guy, Steve Rose, from Canada, who's undefeated. Steve Rose is 19-0 with 10 KOs. Steve Rose is 35 years old, closer to Triple G's age, man. I watched Steve Rose fight a couple times. He was on Showbox. And Triple G is going to make light work of Steve Rose. Rose is a little bit wild, out of control. You know what I'm saying? And Triple G should have no problem with going in there and getting him out of there. I've seen Rose hurt a couple times, you know what I'm saying, by lesser fighters. But Triple G should get him out of there. But my point is this, man. There was a time when Triple G was the boogeyman of the middleweight division. Nobody wanted to face him. Triple G wanted all the smoke, couldn't find the smoke. People was giving up belts, jumping out of weight classes to run away from him. People openly said it. I'm not ready for Triple G. Danny Jacobs said it a couple times. I'm not ready for a fight with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of fighters. Billy Joe Saunders. I'm not ready for Triple G. There were so many fighters who said they was not ready for a prime Triple G. Now that Triple G's 37, 38 years old, damn near 40 years old, all these fighters want to put their hand up and say, give me Triple G. Now all of a sudden he's running from them because he's being selective at the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he's being a cherry picker because he won a light touch before he jumped back in there with a lion, with a young lion. You know what I'm saying? With a young lion. Come on, man. Get a guy a little slack. I think he deserves a little slack. I think he's earned a little slack. You understand what I'm saying? We'll see. That's all I got for now, man. This is Big Faces Worldwide, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't leave out of here without hitting that subscribe button. Also, you can catch me on all social media platforms at Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. You know what I mean? But in the meantime and in between time, I want y'all to stay blessed and keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace.